Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by From Scratch.
Justin, do you have a mouth?
I do.
Let me guess. Do you like to put good stuff in there?
Oh, I love it.
Well, let me tell you about this place, man. This place is called From Scratch.
Yeah.
And they make everything from bread, pasta, butter, ketchup. Everything is made from scratch.
Tell me more.
They are located at 62 East Gallivan Avenue, open 6 days a week.
From takeout, 801-961-9000. What is it?
That's 801-961-9000.
Online orders at FromScratchSLC.com.
For a private reservation, email hlevano@netwasatch.com. And remember, if you want fresh made meals, no one's better
Then From Scratch.
Welcome back to the other side of the Beehive. It's your weekly, boys.
Yeah.
And we're here with legends.
Legends. Utah legends.
Are you
kidding?
You guys gotta know you're legends, right? I mean,
I don't feel like a legend.
Yep.
I think this guy's pretty awesome.
Shit.
TV and radio icons.
I think this guy's pretty impressive. What he does
DB and
every
Budah,
week.
everybody. Give it up for
Thank you.
Give it up for you
too
guys.
kind, seriously.
Just those two.
Dude, you want one of those?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's nice. I
Damn
love
it.
that.
You know what you guys are doing? You're ruining this for us because now he's gonna like, look, you gotta fucking go get a soundboard and you're gonna make all those sounds.
Wait, he tells you to go get it?
Well, because that's the way we do. We're still, you know, that's our bromance.
Is that how you guys split the work?
I don't know. No, okay, if we're gonna be honest about the work, it's 95-5. We're about honesty. We're uncomfortable truth, right? Are we not?
Yeah, totally.
If we're gonna 95-5, let's be honest.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, he does all the heavy lifting on the podcast.
Oh.
No, that's not
Well, I mean,
true.
obviously.
He's busier than me, though, and I need reasons to avoid my wife and son.
We're
So,
What do you think we're doing here?
yeah, you guys took it fucking next level.
Yeah, we
having
left home.
Podcast man cave, like
Yeah.
you like told your wives, I'm getting an apartment.
Yeah.
With my friend.
They're pretty convinced we're having a gay relationship
Yeah.
anyway. We
You
just
guys should
record
do
it.
And we don't tell them we don't.
Yeah, we
Fuck them.
We just don't tell them we
You know
do
what
or don't.
You have that sex. You guys have sex
Right.
on your podcast, and then
I
you
would
just
listen.
and then you just drop an audio sex tape.
No, we put it on Patreon.
Is that where do you make money with that?
Yeah.
You-
We-
Is that
think
like
so.
fans only or only
Only
fans?
Only fans.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah, I want
Right.
to start selling pictures of my feet.
What the,
Is it
what the heck?
is it like a gay site though? Is it just for?
Oh no, we do that on Grindr. That's what we do.
Okay.
What is? I have no idea what that
I
was
don't
talking
know.
about.
That's the second person that says they have no. You don't know what Grindr is?
I have
know
no
what-
idea.
you know
I
what-
know what it, I know how to do it. I know how to grind.
You know what Tinder is, right?
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
So Grindr is for gays. It's a gay male.
Gay people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't even think there's females on there. I think
just
Gays.
it's okay for homosexual men.
you got to be careful. You don't know how to say that, and we're all for that here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Obviously, you guys are in the middle of a
see?
affair.
Yeah.
but that's where gay men go to hook up.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
pretty convenient if you think about it. You really just like go boop boop boop.
Well,
and
now
then-
that I know what it is, the
bam.
name says it all. Now that I know what the freak it's called, Grinder. Oh, got it.
You guys don't think you are icons or?
Well, dude, we've been on radio and TV for a long time, so there's
Right.
some longevity there,
Yeah.
which I think is an accomplishment.
Because Howard Stern than you, right? I mean, that's what
yeah, pretty much. No, but just it's a hard industry to stay employed in,
Yeah.
and it's hard to, just keep going. So I would say to that point, I think we kick a little bit of ass.
do people freak out when they see you?
No, fuck no. This guy gets it. This guy.
Budah, I think.
I have a lot more attention probably because my job is more visual, right? They only see
like,
him.
Budah, I have a business. Come down here.
I mean, because these guys go out and do remotes and they're out in the
Yeah,
public too.
Right.
But I'm on all the time, and it's I kind of caution to you. I push back to the station. Sometimes I feel like it's too much. It's oversaturating the market.
Right.
And what I'm getting told is that, there's so much heavy news that the funny, corny crap that you do makes people think, sigh of relief. Everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how much, if true that is that, but I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Well, especially these days, right? Yeah.
How trained does your brain have to be when you obviously do your podcast when you swear, and then you turn around and you're like, oh, this is where I can't.
Because we're fucking pros, baby.
Boom.
It's called paycheck. It's called paycheck. Contract, paycheck, child support, alimony, all of that shit comes into play, man.
How much trouble it is for someone like you, for example, at the radio? How much trouble it is?
It can be huge trouble. It
Really?
can be.
Have you ever slipped?
Things happen, bro. I'll say that. Things happen, and when you
Sounded like you shit yourself.
when you fly too close to the sun on wings of pastrami. Here's the thing: we talked about this. We talked about this on our podcast. But dude, so it's your job. It's my job. I go in and we're on the radio. That's my job. And like we just said, I've been doing it a long time. Anybody who does anything for a long time, there can be some complacency that starts, kicking in. You're like, you can go into autopilot in your mind. So, dude, just watch TV. It happens all the time.
Right.
Radio's a little more. Shit happens. Like there are fucks going out on CBS or when people are watching the NBA right now. So I mean, it happens. It does happen. But you don't ever want it to happen to you, and you never admit that it did, and it never has. And so
we were just talking last episode. We were just talking about that classic guy. Fuck around the pussy.
Yeah.
Like,
For that guy.
that guy just ruined everything.
Everywhere that there's a live scene, like downtown when they were having the riots and they were showing everything, there was numerous times you could hear in the background, fuck her right in the pussy.
Campfire's like, hey, come on, guy, we're live here.
What the hell?
no shit. That's why they're doing it. That's hilarious. See, I'm pro that. I think that's funny.
That's fucking,
There was one. Who was the dude who worked at? I know he worked at Fox. And he was one of the serious cats.
John Klimek?
And he's in Denver now.
Oh,
He was
Kirk Yunke.
He was like a albino looking dude. He was like a blonde hair guy. But there was like a time period going on when this dude was out doing live shots, and it was a thing for a while for people to drive by, just lay on the horn. And it got to a point where he was actually like turning to hilarious. That kind of stuff's hilarious. I say do it to all live reporters, except for Buddha. Don't do it to Buddha.
What about that guy? Did you see the one of the latest ones? The guy that was I think it was talking about a flood or something, and he was kneeling on the water, and he was like,
like he was high.
Yeah. And then the guy behind was just like walking, like water's like over here.
Damn.
Well, dude, there was one just this week. I was watching in the morning, and they were reporting from the mean streets of the Portland anarchy riot. Just this guy was there giving us the straight dope on all the shit that had happened the night before. He's standing there doing his thing, and there is a grandma stretching out in yoga pants, getting ready to start like power walking behind him.
What about that guy that got busted with?
Oh yeah, who was that?
Which one?
You talk about it on the podcast, on your podcast. It was a reporter of some kind, and then his side piece was in the back.
Oh,
it was through a Zoom or something.
Oh, the guy who he was cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Funny. You got to keep I believe it was. Yeah, you got to keep the.
Close your door.
Keep it separated, bro.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you guys are like DB? When I think of you, I think like you're like a guy's guy. There's just a lot of people that get a hold of you and say, "What's up, dude? What's up, bro?" Or like send you dick pics or whatever.
You know what? Dude, I got one dick pic one time. This is
knew it.
This is a real dick pic story.
Oh, I know the story.
I don't know if you do, but
Okay.
So my brother was in the military.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my brother's he's passed away, but I've been in touch with a couple of his military buddies.
Okay.
And one of these dudes is like, so there's like the kind of level of credit, like we're all doing a podcast right now, and we're all shocking and shit, but the military level of that kind of humor, then it goes black belt. So just this one dude, his name's Steve, and I was texting back and forth with him. He was a buddy of my brother's, and he just, conversation. You're just joking around. I'm like, okay, whatever. Send a dick pic, and he did, and it was hilarious.
Was it a good one though?
No, well, it was, dude. It wasn't a dick. It wasn't a dick that you should be photographing.
Oh, that's a disappointment.
I've never heard that
but
before.
That's really the power that he had, though. He's like, this is unimpressive, but still here. Yeah. Mhm.
Instead of getting online and finding it's all
No,
big
but
dicks.
that's the. I mean, no. I don't send.
I thought you were going to tell them the story about where you just text a random number, and you were the only one who got a message back.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I don't
because that's a real dick pic.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
So I guess yes. Occasionally I get a dick pic.
The plot thickens, huh?
But I just, how does getting dick pics make me a man's man?
Because even men want you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even men want you.
You're so masculine, it's gay.
You're so masculine. I'm gonna send you a
You're
dick
so
pic.
masculine. You gotta say this.
Yeah.
Hey, let's say we're drinking kava I'm drinking kava for the first
Do
time.
you have some?
Yeah, I have some.
Nice. How's it going?
Which I haven't tried it.
Oh, go.
Okay.
Are we all doing
Yeah,
like
you gotta swirl it around because it's been
Okay.
sitting. Because
By the way,
it settles at the bottom.
I must say, when I started listening to you guys' podcast, I hear that you go and you.
Yeah. Oh.
I kid you not. Every time I'm like, is there somebody in the bathroom?
Yeah, you can,
I was like, what is this? These guys are fucking legit.
you can hear the sloshing.
Tell us, people that don't know, what is kava?
It's classified as a tea. It's called the peppermethicin plant.
Okay.
It grows wild in the South Pacific. It's a herb that we've been using for medicine with anxiety, pain,
It's gonna get me fucked
stress. You can feel it. So the let's start with Fiji, right? The islands of Fiji, their nickname for kava is grog because it gives you that feeling of grogginess. So yeah, if you drink enough of it, it could mirror marijuana effects. But it's totally legal. You can buy this at health stores.
Well,
Should I?
Well, you-
No, you take a
Throw
shot.
it
Throw it back. Throw it back.
Shot.
Shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just throw it all back.
Yep.
And then get another one.
have you ever drank it?
Yeah, totally. I'll have some with you guys if you're. I don't know. How's the blend today?
You don't want this one.
Okay.
No, I know you. You don't want this one.
No, you don't.
Oh, I told you.
So why don't you describe how it tastes?
Okay, but first you gotta take
Ooh.
another one because one
No, dude,
doesn't
I'm gonna
even.
get fucked up.
No, dude, it's not like
Next dude,
that.
I'm like,
No,
No, that's tonight.
it's not like that. Believe me, and I
It's
would
not.
never, dude. I'm not a substance pusher
Yeah.
kind of guy.
I also had to drive home, but yeah. I'll
Yeah,
take
you
it.
got- Here.
You're able to drive.
Oh yeah, dude.
If your tongue feels numb, then you did it right.
Yeah.
It's already filled now.
Then you're doing it right.
So a guy like me, our listeners know, I suffer from Crohn's disease. I've had it my whole life.
What is that?
Yeah.
So
Okay, tell us
bas-
what. Is that
basically-
just you just shit your pants every 10 minutes?
Well, yeah.
Hey, show him.
Yeah.
I have Crohn's too.
Have a
Apparently,
seat.
I have Crohn's too. Shit.
So what it is my immune system is overactive, and my body fights against itself in my intestines.
That
so my
sucks.
intestines will flare up from time to time. So COVID is kind of
Yeah.
a big deal for me, even though I'm sure I'm a healthy individual. I'm
COVID's a
probably-
big deal unless you're stupid.
Right, exactly. So I got to be careful because I take immune system suppressors. So
Oh, Jesus.
you've heard Humira on the every goddamn other commercial is
Is that the
Humira.
one where they're sitting in the bathtub?
Yeah, they're sitting in the bathtub, they're playing golf, they're having a good time, and the dude's like, I really got to shit, and they're looking for the bathroom, and yeah, that's what it is. I've had it since I was.
They're having a good time until he has to turn around and go to the bathroom. The wife's all. We were having a blast.
Yeah.
She's all,
They're about to kiss and they go.
Oh God.
That's all right. That's all right.
Sorry, baby. My bad.
Have you ever had a romantic experience ruined by your Crohn's disease?
That's
you know
a
what?
great question.
Because I've.
Unless that's off limits.
If, no,
We
no,
all-
no,
feel
I'm,
free to
I'm,
cut
I'm
this.
a,
Yeah.
I'm like this right now.
So when I have a flare up, there's none of that funny business. And it's
my
not like I'm
gosh.
going to shit my pants. I just have to go to the bathroom, and I am pretty good about holding it. But since I've been on that Humira shit, my life has changed. I haven't had a flare up. I can drink beer now.
That's
Something I
could you
fucking
not
missed.
could you not drink before? No alcohol?
No
How
alcohol.
about the side effects? Because usually I watch those commercials. There's a shitload of side effects.
Yeah.
Oily stools.
Yeah,
You know,
it's basically people who have
I think I'm fucked up. I'm just kidding.
because it suppresses my immune system. So if I get the flu, like it fucks me up.
Yeah,
So,
bro.
Yeah, kind of a shitty deal.
Is that
no pun intended?
Hey,
But
give
I'm
yourself a
done.
noise.
Is there a rim shot? There's got to be a rim
No
shot
pun
there.
intended.
Hey,
Hey, fellas.
damn it.
That's fucking amazing. So you've been dealing with that your whole life?
Since I was 21, so
Oh, God, thank God.
almost 20 years.
almost- you know what?
It's almost 3 years.
Have you ever, but seriously, have you ever thought that like realized that you were grateful that you didn't have to deal with that when you were a little kid?
Oh yeah.
Are there little
Would've
kids
been
that
bullied?
get
Oh
that?
yeah. There's kids that have it, and the fucked up part they
That
say is
sucks balls.
it's hereditary. There's not a single motherfucker in my family that has that. So how they say it's
maybe he's
hereditary?
not your dad. Maybe he's not really your dad.
That's a good,
Oh, sorry.
That's fucking.
Whoa, dude.
I'm just saying he went and looked through the history and said there's not a single motherfucker who's got
So-
this shit. It's hereditary. I'm like, well, you might want to talk to your mom.
So as soon as he said that, my mind went.
The more you know.
Well, dude, we all think our moms are
shooting
special.
all the bullets at once here.
Everybody
cover. It's the
everybody
cover.
thinks
Sorry.
their mom is special. But
Yes.
moms like to get fucked too.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to see my mom tonight. Man, I
that's
don't
why
want to
he's going
think
to-
about that.
They weren't always moms before, right? They were not moms before. Just saying.
No, sometimes
Shout
they
out
got
to mom. I know
abortions.
you're watching.
You might want to come clean. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just sorry.
Oh, we're here to
Damn it. Why did I
bust
say
each other's
that?
balls.
No, that's
I better see you on Maury Povich.
So, bro, do you know anybody who's had it?
I know
You
I've ran
are
into a
the
few
mother.
people. It's very rare though. There's not a lot of people that have it. But like I said, since I've been on this Humera, it's a game changer.
Dude,
it's party
don't
as
mention
usual.
them. Don't mention them on your podcast unless they're paying you, dude.
Yeah, we should. Huh?
Get a Humera sponsor.
Edit that shit out if you would.
Yeah. It's a brand that sounds like Hanara, right?
I'll change it for like, yeah, I've been taking it. He goes, ibuprofen.
Where does that rank? Because, you know, a lot of people talk about like their diseases. If like, you know, so there's always a celebrity that comes out.
Right.
Is there somebody that is your poster girl or poster boy?
The guitar player for Pearl Jam is like the poster boy of Crohn's disease.
That's why their music's so sad.
Yeah, it's like that's why they've fallen off so many times throughout the
okay.
years.
Well, they haven't. Did he get it after Ted? Because they haven't made anything good since Ted.
Oh yeah.
And I'm a Pearl Jam fan. I'm a Pearl Jam. That's hold on. I'm trying to think. Now Backspacer was
Yeah,
awful.
it was awful, wasn't it?
Is anybody getting hot?
Like
Oh, that's the
warm?
cover.
Yeah.
That's the cover.
Are
No,
you
I
good?
know, but
you
I'm-
should have another one.
I know. Hey, slow down.
Okay.
I've slept on that couch before. You're fine.
Whoa. Where did he sleep? There's only one couch in here.
Hey, what do you? Okay, let's talk a little bit about your guys' podcast.
Sure.
200 and episodes.
128.
128.
Yeah,
Yeah,
buddy.
dude, we did 129
129
today. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, 129. We do it once a week, and
Is it in your house?
it is in my house. But lately, because of the Rona, hold on. Should we do it here?
Please
Hold
do
on,
it.
let's
Please do it.
Lately, because of the coronavirus is real. It's in you. It was in you. It's in my butt. Your dick fell off. No, most of it's still there.
Thank you guys.
But you're welcome. You're welcome.
I was waiting for that.
You're welcome. But we use this great fucking service called Clean Feed, and
that the one you sent me?
Yeah, and so that's what we use when the world is on fire and there's a plague everywhere. But for the most part, yeah, we do it at my house.
Yeah, we're still trying to do it together too. You know, we just picked the dates. We're both so busy, but we love getting.
busy.
There's a different energy, you know, when you're together. I'm sure you guys know that. You know, having a chemistry, being in the same room is different. You still have some of that, even though you're remotely apart. But there's nothing that can replace this face to
Yeah, see,
face and
that's
energy
one of
share.
the things that I told him. I said, when he sent me that, I'm like, fuck, he doesn't want to come to the studio, which I understand, you know.
No.
But then I'm like, but you know, the thing is, like, we really feed off of,
Oh yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
the vibe of being present, being
Yeah.
touchable.
Well, I mean, we would have just been naked if we would have did it clean feed. So,
Nice.
so good, so good.
Well, dude, we do.
We can start again.
We do.
Welcome back to the other side of the Beehive.
It does make it convenient, though.
Yeah.
It does.
The what?
Well, the clean,
Clean
feed.
feed. Oh, the clean feed.
it
Yeah,
does.
it makes it very convenient. I'm going on the road here 2 weekends in a row for Fox, and so I got to take all the equipment.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put somewhere in the closet to make it sound nice and not echoey,
Right.
so that I can agree with DB because they got me doing all kinds of stuff, man.
So DB is like, come on, Buddha, come out of the closet.
I want him to stay in.
yeah, it sounds better.
I like his wife. I like his wife and his kids, so he should stay in.
Wait, Dad likes pink why? Oh my gosh.
Hey, how did you guys get to start a podcast? What was it? Obviously, there was a friendship before.
Yeah, we've
He
known
just
each
called
other.
me and said, look, motherfucker, you ain't doing shit. Let's get together. I'm like, fine, let's get together. Let's do it.
We have a.
get together.
Yeah,
Cut him off.
We bust
No, this is normal. Angel.
we bust a lyric here in every episode. Anyway,
We have a mutual friend that the three of us were standing around in a Vasa gym one day, and our buddy got to give him a shout out, Carl Sokia. He's the one, the first one who was like, you guys should do a podcast together. Right. And then we thought about it for a couple of months, and then we that's how it started.
And then DB checked me that, motherfucker, you ready to do this? Huh? You heard Carl? We should do it. You ready? Are you down? I'm like, dude, I'm trying to eat a sandwich. I'm down. Shit.
drink my kava, motherfucker.
So did you guys have any direction when you started it? Did you have anybody that helped you out, or was it just kind of shooting from the hip?
Dude, that's the beauty of podcasting. It doesn't have to be anything.
Yeah.
It can be, we wanted to leave, like, so there's so many people that, like, or just, you hear, like, or there's a fitness podcast, okay? There's people that do podcasts about a very specific thing. Cool, congratulations, that's awesome. That's going to get fucking old.
Right.
You know, I mean, and...
Well, unless you're just a real fitness nut and you love that person.
Yeah, but
giving
even
the
then, how
yes,
much of it,
I know.
Well, but okay, so, and this is what's really cool about podcasting. So your podcast can be about fitness or nutrition, whatever it is but it always ends up turning into this.
Yeah.
Right.
They all
Right.
turn into just
Right.
the
Bullshit.
other fucking day.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened?
So I told him, why
Exactly.
don't you come over here and make me? So, no, we just have always wanted to talk about, what's going on in our lives or whatever's happening in the news. And we've had some interesting guests. We're going to get our friend on here in the next couple of weeks. Well, he said
What's
he
his
would.
nickname?
Tim. I was talking about Tim. Our good friend Tim just became the voice of the Raiders.
Yes.
Oh, no shit.
Local
You've
broadcaster.
had him before, right?
Yeah, Tim Hughes.
KS, voice of KSO Radio. We
voice-
got to mention it. Might, well, you want to mention my name, my station, guys.
Yeah, he's on KSL. So, yeah, but I mean, we have guests, but we just, it's a lot just he and I going back and forth
Right.
like your guys' thing.
Yeah.
And the radio, you guys are doing it through Zoom?
We use Microsoft Teams when we're at home, but I'm getting back into the office. We all got the coronavirus is real. It's in your balls. we all got that at the rock radio station, and so we took some time off, but we'll be back in a minute.
Nice.
They get it, dude. It's pretty fucking amazing to like do it from my basement. And the show that we do on Rock 106.7's on in a few other cities,
Yeah,
and
right.
and that's, dude. I've been doing this a long time, but I'm still like, that's fucking cool.
Right.
I'm in my basement right now. That's
Well, you know what's even more amazing is that before the pandemic happened, it seemed like there was a lull in the technology. And then all of a sudden the pandemic happened. Hey, this shit's available. We got the best
Right.
mic now. This thing is going to make you sound great. Put up cryo green screen. You're going to have, all
dude,
of a sudden,
you're 100.
shit, all of a
Yeah.
sudden. So this was available? Y'all were just like stringing us along?
Imagine if we had all bought stock in Microsoft Teams or Microsoft Meet before this
dude.
happened. Fuck.
Dude, I went into Guitar Center a few times because, just to up my game, better microphones, other shit, dude, they sold out of like certain kind of microphones.
we
couldn't
we
get.
know all about it.
Yeah, you couldn't get shit because everyone's stuck at home and having such deep thoughts. We need to record them.
You know what we can't find?
These fucking clamps right here. In fact, if you guys watch me, I'm watching this clamp.
Yeah,
Because those are the clamps we use. We put them on your guys's. This one you can bend with your damn hands.
Especially
And
DB keeps fucking with it.
The guy told us.
Am I not supposed to touch?
No,
Sorry.
those ones are anchors. You're ready to rock. But
Nice.
the guy said, well, we haven't seen
Yeah.
those in months.
What?
Yeah.
It's
And
'cause
what else did I
everybody's-
go? So we had this on clamps, and I went to Guitar Center and said, "Hey, I'm looking for I took photos of. I'm looking for." It was like the guy looked at me like, It's like, if we haven't had those for months.
Yeah, with this dismissive,
fuck, dude.
With that same disdain.
Like, dude, okay, fuck you. You still just work at a guitar shop. How's the band
Was he
going?
filing his nails?
Hey,
Go fuck yourself.
my mom's here to pick me up. I'll catch you later.
He was filing his nails. And I was like, we haven't had this for months.
Dude, that's exactly what he told me about that, dude. And then he, who's the person? I went to Guitar Center, and Guitar Center sent me to Best Buy. He's like, you should find them at Best Buy. I'm like, these? He's like, yeah. What is dumbass Angel goes, drive to Best Buy, and I get there. I'm like, hey, I'm looking for. He's like, what? I'm like, look at this fucking clamp stick. And they're like,
Go to Guitar Center.
Whatever. Yeah.
Well, dude, and no one at Best Buy cares.
Oh,
They
yeah, for
just
sure.
point like over there.
And then they just wander off.
They're the Geek Squad.
Hey, let me ask you this: since you happen to be in both industries per se, do you think this is taking over radio, or like at one point it will?
Well, I just I know that, you know, working for iHeartMedia, it's just another part of it. It's just more content. So I just sat in on a conference call not long ago with the Mr. iHeart, like the biggest iHeart swinging dick.
Right.
And with the way they broke it down was, you know, you have like so radio is like being an acquaintance with someone. And then when that person comes and listens to your podcast, then it's more like a closer friendship. And it's just another really dimension. It's just another part
another
of
layer.
It's another
Right.
part of the same thing. You know, you like listening on the radio, and then they come and listen, and working for iHeartMedia, it's all gravy to them because they do radio and they do podcasting.
Right.
So it's just more weapons.
Gotcha.
More
Gotcha.
tools
Just
in the box.
A bigger, you know, radio for the longest time. You just can't listen to it just whenever. You either got to sit down and you listen to the morning show or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you guys have a podcast, I'll kick into it later on in the day when I
Sure.
get time to it, which is
I appreciate
great,
that.
Which is
Thank
great.
you.
So
Yeah.
we love it. We had Becca on here. I don't know if she told you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
we had
did.
Becca. She was great on here, and
She's amazing.
I bet she
Yeah.
was great.
Yo,
I'm just looking around the room. I'm
Becca's,
like, you just had her by herself in here.
we bought those
Very
pussy,
curious.
we bought those pussy drinks for her.
Those-
she had
The what?
one.
What drink?
We
The
bought a
White
bunch
Claws.
of those White
Oh,
Claws.
the
yeah?
seltzers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she only have one. There's two of you guys in
she
here by
doesn't need to drink.
herself.
I'll just,
Shit.
God damn it!
They're trying to liquor me up, BB. You hear that?
they give you a claw? Dude, White Claw's no laws.
Shit, scratching me up.
Well, Becca, she's one of these, and I've never partied with her, but I've never partied with her, but I do like to think of us as kind of close. And I guarantee you that she's one of those ladies that's going to start crying, or, you know, something's going to happen. Where it's just to me, when if she, like, she's a drunk crier. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
That's why she only had one.
Good
She
for
knew it.
you. Good for you,
Becca.
Show some restraint.
Yeah.
It's
Only get drunk on your OnlyFans page.
Yeah.
It was the day after her 4th of July party. And she came in here and she was just like, "Oh, I had a bender
Yeah, she-
last night." We're
yeah,
like, "Oh, okay,
broke her
well,
foot or whatever.
We got it.
Oh
we got
yeah,
it,
that's when she had her drunk injury.
Yeah, we got
Hey,
it.
those happen.
Yeah.
Those
You
happen.
see that fucking thing that she posted? She's tipping the wine glass to one of her friends.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck needs OnlyFans when you have this for free?
So, dude, that's true. You know what? That's a good tip. Maybe all the sexiness needs to be on the
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
If you want to make money, just keep it on the sexy site. Otherwise, you're right. I'll just look at your
Dude,
Instagram.
she's already got a grip of followers.
Oh, we
Shit.
could imagine so. Yeah,
No,
I can
she
imagine
does.
so.
I really forgot to ask her.
this guy right here.
I really forgot. I was gonna ask her if she gets dick pics
Oh, I guarantee
She
it.
probably
yes.
does.
Yes, yes.
because she never replied back. So
well, dude,
Well, she probably thought you were going to send her one.
dude, not only is she's pretty. She's a pretty
yeah.
lady.
Yeah, she's
But she's
beautiful.
also one of those people that has those features that the camera loves.
Right.
So she's beautiful in person, and she also photographs really well. So the dick pics come out of the woodwork on the social media.
that's what
I think the word you're looking at, the phrase, she pops on the screen.
She does.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's an industry phrase right there. Yeah, but go join Becca's OnlyFans page, dude. I give her props for it.
I do too. I do
think
too.
you know what?
kidding me?
Own your.
Yeah.
what do you mean go join? Did you join?
I can't. I'm her coworker.
Neither can I.
That would be inappropriate.
Yes.
That would be.
Well,
yes.
I don't know, because we had her here and it was kind of weird for me to be. I don't even know. How do you do it? You put your name in there. It was like, oh, look, Angel.
What do you mean? What's weird? You had her here, and what's weird?
It's, because I don't know if we're like
Joining the site?
friends or.
Yeah, because you would sign up to something like, oh, look at that lady's beautiful. But when you get to know somebody, that's kind of weird.
No, it's not.
To me, that's kind of weird.
Well, she's not. Dude, she's not. It's not.
It's not porno.
It's just not your friend.
Yeah.
Right? It's not nudity.
No, I don't. She's not. No, it's not. None of it's like hardcore type.
Of course. She's,
so
a classy
That's
lady.
why I don't join.
I mean, if you have fantasies,
It's not worth it.
You just, you and I, you're an X videos guy, aren't you?
Yeah.
I am.
That's what I.
Yeah.
That's what I do. That's my shit right
This guy
there.
turned me on to the X videos because I was a Pornhub guy for the longest time.
Hey,
He's
a
like,
lot of people
he's like,
are.
he's
Nothing
like,
wrong with
X
it.
video. I
Nothing
don't know.
wrong
What is
with
X
it.
video?
What do you
What's this? X video.
Hold on. Let me just whisper it in his ear. It's pornography, Buddha.
Okay, text me the link.
I kid you not. I've been getting into this new type of porn.
oh, here we go.
A new type of porn?
Well, like a
They
new.
think of something every day.
No. Like a what do you call it? A new
Genre.
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 New
Okay,
genre?
it's a genre.
What is
turn
this?
the camera off. Just kidding.
What the?
It's kind of like a Big Brother, but for people just fucking.
Oh,
And there's people. There's people.
Isn't that Temptation Island?
No. It's called. You want me to?
Is it void? No, I don't want to sit in here and like watch it with you.
No, you want to say it, and you guys gotta look it up after.
yeah. What is it?
Say
It's called mattlives.com. Like if you go to X videos and you type Matt Lives,
Okay.
but lives as in LIFES. So Matt Lives, and it's basically Big Brother, but like people are cooking and then they're like, hey, so what's going on? And they all of a sudden, and they
So
just
it's like Big Brother hookup?
yeah.
Like
What
you have
the-
sex with your brother?
Yeah. What?
You don't know
That's-
Big Brother, the show, the TV show?
Oh, the TV. Okay. Well, you should have said that. Like
Hey,
the
I'm
reality
drunk
show.
on kava, dude. Relax.
So is it just like 24/7 video streams? So
Yeah,
that's
but
it.
like that, they're hanging out, and then all of a sudden, like, there's a chick that talking. Oh, they're all laughing, and she started touching herself, and then the guy
That's
right next to her is like, "Hey,"
Let's go. What the?
just and in front of the other ones, and they were, "Hey,"
you-
and they're joking around and everything. There's a couple fucking, and then the ones out watching TV.
Yeah, we just
Just
getting
like,
hot
hey,
in
I'm
here.
eating here.
I'm loving it, dude. I don't know why you're.
Nobody wants this porridge. Take this away from
I
me.
don't want to sit on a couch next to people having sex. But can you fast forward it and pause it and everything?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, good. Because I'm not doing.
It's not a live.
I'm not doing live porn.
No, it's not a-
I'm not going to sit around and
But
wait
is there
for
any
it.
other kind of porn that you can't fast forward?
It's just a normal video.
Oh, okay.
It's just like when you go to X videos and you just click on one. But if you go to if you go to search and you go,
Really?
I think
Pizza
I
delivery
know
guy.
too much about this shit.
You don't. Everybody looks at porn. I'm very interested. Go on.
No, but if you go to the search and you go Matt Lives, and
So
shit
are you
ton of
like
videos come out.
binging? Are you binge
No,
watching?
no,
Hey,
no.
hey, let's
But
not
when
judge.
Hey, no, but when I check the oil every now and then, I do play it.
So every 3 months. What?
3 hours.
Do you have a favorite adult film actress?
Christy Mack.
Wow, going old school with it. Still?
No
After all
hesitation.
wow, he pulled that out of a holster.
No hesitation. I don't even know who she is. I'm sure she's
the
delightful.
She's the one that War Machine almost killed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The MMA
yeah,
fighter.
War Machine. Yeah.
he doesn't know who.
The MMA fighter.
That's all right.
Oh, I know the MMA fighter.
Yeah, War Machine. John Capperhoven.
Fuck him. He's in prison for
Yeah,
life now.
right.
Who cares? Okay, that's an old school pool. Good
Oh,
for
was
you.
was it?
Good
That's
for
his
you.
ex-wife.
No, she was never
Just
his
a
wife.
girlfriend.
dating,
Just a
I
girlfriend.
think.
Yeah.
Boyfriend, girlfriend.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know who she is, but I know who you're
But
talking
what
about.
about you, DB?
Oh, dude, you know, I'm getting a little bit older.
Sarah J.
I don't know who that one is. Is that-
Jesus Christ!
Is that a
dude.
super old
She's
one?
thicker than a
You guys
king
come
size
over here and
Snickers bar.
spitting all this porn game, and I'm like,
You brought it up. No. Corey Chase. If I got to go
Yeah,
top
there you
shelf,
go, there
top
you
shelf,
go.
Corey Chase. Yeah. Buddha's a Lex Steele kind of guy.
She's fine. She's fab. She's fab. Lex is fabulous.
He's all, I'm really into Mandingo.
Why are you laughing?
Justin's kind of a
What is
Justin's
he
kind of a Ron
laughing?
Jeremy
No,
kind of guy.
Lex Steele's a guy. I was just kidding.
Yeah, he's fine too. Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Diesel. You seen that Diesel guy?
Shaq.
No, I can't, dude. It was
No, it's not that I'm looking for it, but it's like every now and then it's like, oh, that chick looks delicious, and then you click on it, it's like, oh, Diesel's about to destroy that thing. It's like,
I can't.
and then you're like,
Shaquille O'Neal's doing porn?
I'm invested, huh?
Shaquille O'Neal's doing porn?
I said Diesel.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, Shaq Diesel.
Not Shaq.
Remember
Yeah.
Shaq? That was his nickname.
Wait. I'm lost. Wait.
No.
Oh,
We get it. You don't watch porn.
No, I'm being totally.
You watch
I thought maybe you were like, yeah, Shaq. He's so. That's why I was saying. Oh, maybe it's Shaq.
Isn't it true that Shaq has a tiny
That's what they
ding-dong?
say is he's got a little ding dong for
But is
his
it-
size.
Yeah,
But for his size, I mean, you can only imagine.
You go tell him that. I want to see you say that to him in his face.
Dude, but think about this. Think about what you're saying. Think about what you're saying.
I gotta show you. I show you my big dick.
How big would it? Like he would have to have a very big penis, and it would still just look normal.
Still looks like a small child's arm holding an apple.
He's massive.
He's a giant man.
Yeah.
He's a great big giant man.
So like that vodka bottle would look tiny on him.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
But like, don't you think that he has like an average sized dick, but he's so big that it looks tiny on him?
I can't
Yeah,
believe we're talking
yeah.
about Shaq's
Yeah.
tingly.
Oh, you gotta understand. We talk about everything in this.
You never know what avenue this
all good.
In fact,
podcast
should,
going
should,
down.
should we do the thing before we end? Should we ask him the
Yeah, we
question?
will. I got it up there.
Okay. This show is I'm drunk.
This really?
You only had 2
This
cups.
this show is all about getting in touch with your
With your gay side.
gay side.
Okay.
so
Okay,
we ask all of our guests who, like you guys, who would your man crush be?
Oh. Well, there's so many to choose from.
Gosh. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I'm a Brad Pitt kind of guy.
Is it anyone? Yeah, he's starting to get old.
Don't fuck with my man.
I'll tell you do you know who Frank Grillo is?
No.
Frank Grillo?
Who's Frank
What
Grillo?
movie?
Frank
he
Grillo.
was in Kingdom.
Oh, yes. And he was also in Avengers?
Yes.
Yes.
this guy?
He was the badass security guy, security detail guy.
Isn't he like the real life boxing coach?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
He's as close to a professional boxer as an actor can get.
He's as close to a professional boxer as someone who isn't can be.
Yes. True.
So
You know, I'm gonna have this.
Budalicious, do you got yours?
I do.
Is it one guy? One guy?
just one
or-
guy.
I mean,
Okay. I was gonna say the Bosa brothers, but
Well, you could tag team them. We're good with that. We're good with that.
Or they can tag team you.
because
Next videos, here we come.
I'm a sports fan.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. That's my
DBOF, DB
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Man, I don't really, I haven't really thought of that. But if I had to pick one dude, right? We don't want to pick
Well,
one.
I don't know how many you need, DB. I mean, Buddha, Jesus.
Just, different things.
All right.
I
We
like
can all
different
tell
things.
you're uncomfortable. It's okay.
I'm not uncomfortable. I'm just trying to think who do I pick? I have seriously, I have guys that I look
Well, then
up
give
to.
us names, all of
But
them.
probably,
don't
probably
pull a
The Rock,
train.
just because he's done a lot for
Everybody
Pacific
says
Islanders.
The Rock. Everybody
For
says
me,
The
it's a
Rock.
little bit more personal,
Right.
just because he's a Pacific Islander and he's made it
Right.
to that level. Growing up, you didn't see a lot of guys that look like ourselves on TV. So
Right.
there was only one. My uncle Al Harrington, Alima's dad. He was on Hawaii Five-0, but Uncle Al didn't only had a few parts, right? So, but he wasn't. We didn't have people to look up to. So when Rock came and became this big symbol for me, that's really
Yeah.
Something you can beat your meat to.
something I could cream my pants to.
That was perfect. That was perfect. That was perfect. That was perfect.
We just had a we
Oh,
interviewed.
just to be clear, though, the Bosa brothers have to have their helmets on with visors, because I mean they are amazing
And
physical.
black paint under the eye.
Yeah, of course. Well, duh. Do we?
Sorry.
Yeah,
What's
but they are amazing physical specimens of men. They're they're thoroughbreds.
Right.
Right? They have ugly faces.
Do you remember that?
And they're rich.
Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
don't look at me.
Don't no.
Do you remember that scary movie with the Wayans brothers? And he's about to get
Puts the
frisky
bag on
with his
that.
guys. Hey, put this helmet on. He's like, okay. And they're just like dancing on. He's like, wait, hold on. Put this jersey on. Put this fucking shoes on. She's like, what the fuck?
Pretend to tackle me.
Yeah. Tackle me.
Hey, Wednesday we had the opportunity to interview Keith Stubbs. We were fascinated. We did it there. He invited
He
us
let
to
us
be
do it at Wise Guys.
Guys.
That's just because Keith didn't want to come here.
But you know what?
Facts.
It's funny you say that because
He's too big time.
Keith's
too big time to come
when
here.
we started talking, I said, "Well, I had a." Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, that was gross.
Yeah, but it was over here.
Yeah, it's kava.
Yeah. Thanks, dude. I said, no, we have our studio there. But he actually said, you guys want to do it here? And me, I was like, we have our studio. But I think when you say studio, like people may get the wrong idea. Because then once we did the interview, he showed him the photo of this. And he was like, oh, I didn't know it looked like that. We should have done it there. It's like, so it's. But he said, ask Buddha about his stand-up.
Which one?
and I know you've told a story on your podcast about it.
Yeah, no, I had a stint, short stint. I was opening for a lot of.
You need another one, DB?
I'm solid.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Keith invited me to open up for some black comedians, African American comedians. I opened up for Ari Spears, Bill Bellamy, Sinbad. You know, so I kind of then started using that every time I'd come on. You know, I'm like, hey guys, you know, Big Budah, what's up? How you guys doing? You know what that means, right? Yep. Headliner's black. That's right. Yeah, y'all know it. That's the only time y'all see me. Yeah, don't lie. Right.
Oh shit.
So no, but I got some good experience. You know,
Did you kill or did you bomb?
I think I killed. Keith told me I killed, but you know, I think he's a promoter too. He has to keep your spirits up. But
right.
So one of the
Now that we heard the whole studio thing, I think it's pretty clear we can't trust anything Keith said.
So there was one. I ended my set with a joke, and I did it. So underneath, I had knee length shorts and just a regular shirt, but underneath, I had this like sumo wrestler outfit. What it was oversized shorts, and I pulled the waistband up over my shoulders, so it looked like this big outfit. But there was this gaping hole where you could see my ass, and it came up over my balls like a diaper. But I had all of that underneath my shirt and shorts.
There was no OnlyFans back then.
Yeah.
Huh?
Prop comedy.
Yeah. So I start the story by telling off my growing up as a kid and how me, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and my cousin Jimmy, my uncle Jimmy Snuka's son, we all would sit around in Samoa and talk about we want to wrestle, we want to do this. So I started off to kind of set that up, right? So at the end, I say, you know what? I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I'm thinking about going back to wrestling, and I'm hoping you guys could tell me if my outfit is great. And they're like, yeah. All right, I need you to clap me in. So they clap me in. I take off my shirt, and I take off my shorts, and I'm just there like this big, and everybody's just going crazy. Now, I don't know. My ball popped out. Oh. Yeah. No, good thing no just pictures were taken. Just one of them came out on the side. Oh. You know, and I'm like, God, so what do y'all think?
You know, you spend your whole fucking life keeping this motherfucker.
Does he have a turkey in there? What the fuck?
But they couldn't see it because the shorts I was wearing was the same color as my balls. So they couldn't tell. But I could tell. I was
Keith could tell.
Oh, yeah,
obviously, Keith knew.
And I haven't been back
flipping the red
since.
light.
Go. Yeah,
He's fast forwarding the time.
Keith's just sitting back in the kitchen, and he just knows somehow. He's like reading and just. There's a nut in the room.
There's a testicle.
Oh, that's great though.
But I got experience, you know, stand up, and thanks to Keith, I got to do that and help me with my. It helped me with my job at Fox about how to set up something and present it, and then you know, hopefully the punchline comes from Dan and Kerry.
We had a blast, man. It was such a.
Dude, that guy's got stories, man.
The shock value of just being there with all of our heroes.
He told us that he opened up for Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
I could not fucking believe the story he told us about opening for Salt and Pepper.
Dude, he's a legit dude who's been killing it in there. I do know him. I wouldn't call him a friend, but I do know him.
You know what? He had nothing.
He's not a friend, but
nothing. He had nothing but good things to say about both of you guys.
Oh,
How many times did he say pound cake?
He said it as soon as he announced him. He was like, none other than Pound Cake himself, Keith Stubbs.
I bought that CD in 2001, and I had him sign it. And he's like, "Holy shit, you have this?" And he had the face like, "I owe you money." But it's like, "Look, man, I just want you to sign something. It's going to be in our studio." And he's like, "Holy shit!"
You guys should get up on stage.
We've talked about it, doing the 3 minutes and then filming it for this podcast. But
why don't you get up there?
That puts a nice little bow with your Keith stuff.
It's only been about 2 days since we've been talking about this.
Wednesday's open mic. As you can tell by all the commercials that are playing, Wednesday open mic.
He asked us, "Well, are you guys planning on?" We were like, "I mean," but I told him the story because somebody told me once, "You should do stand up," and I said, "Eh." And he goes, "No, they have open mics for you to just try it out." But then that person said, "I'll write it for you," and then instantly I was like, "But how this works is I have to write it, but
I'm gonna walk around and people will just be like, "You should be a heart surgeon.
You should be a prostitute.
You should-
Like right now.
in this economy."
You should do it. You're sitting on a gold mine, lady. Hey, or dude, even. Dude, that thing you're swinging. I used to be a crush on you. Not anymore.
I got that shock dick. Hey, you guys don't have your you guys don't do video on your podcast, right?
No, not really, because we're kind of a two-guy. Yeah,
That's too much work.
Two guy, one cup.
Yeah,
2 man, 1 cup.
we've got a YouTube account set up. It's just fucking the goddamn Rona.
Yeah.
That's what I'm blaming it
Goddamn
on.
Rona.
Yeah, it is. No, bro, it's he's got his thing, and I know you guys both work, so you know what the grind is like. It's not like we sit around, cashing big fucking broadcast checks. So I don't know.
Checks for podcasts?
It just hasn't been a priority for us. I sometimes I feel like just living our lives and coordinating recording, and then the time that we spend, editing.
But
And
you guys don't even have a Instagram, or I haven't come across it.
no, I don't think so.
No, we just have
got
our own-
we got
our
a
own
Facebook
accounts.
page. Dude, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
It is.
So,
It is. Yeah.
Dude, I was actually just telling my wife this afternoon. Because I was telling her where I was going, and she always asks a bunch of questions because she thinks I'm lying and cheating again.
Oh, you too.
Right? Such a bitch. So
You never do podcasts this late with DB. You're such a. Where you going? I'm like, babe, I'm going. We're gonna do a podcast for some
she's
other dudes.
absolutely gonna smell my dick before I'm gonna be allowed to have dinner. But I was telling her,
You know it's true. It's true. You guys are laughing. It's true.
She's like, why does it smell like kava?
then she's like, okay, your story checks out.
Pat you on the back.
I was
Good
just
job.
telling my wife today where, when I was about coming here, and I was telling her how you guys slayed on social media.
We try.
You guys do. You guys do a fucking great job.
We could do better, a lot better, but
Yeah, well,
but it's the same thing though. It's because we still have a 9 to 5, and that's even it's more than that.
Right.
But like,
yeah, you're driving up to like Tremont every day.
I'm
or
driving to
something,
like a
You
block
live in
away.
Tremont?
Like a block.
I got family in Tremont.
Really?
The Lewises and the Burtons.
That's the whole community out
They
there.
pretty much they used to own Lewis cabinets, and then they sold it.
yeah,
They live
yeah.
up in Thatcher. I actually lived in Tremont in a trailer park, Dutree's Trailer Park,
Shout out.
God damn.
down by the country bar. Everybody thought I was a drug dealer. It's crazy. Like I was the only minority that people like. What's this dude walking around here
Is
for?
this when you were 400 pounds?
I was no. This is way when I first came to Utah. I was only 350.
350? And they're like, what do you...
Damn it! I just walked into that.
No, I'm
shit.
They're like, but
You're still a fat fucker.
No, that's not what I meant. It was just been like you're a big guy, and they ask you, you're a drug dealer. What are you selling? Meth.
And they went,
Cheap meth.
No,
Cheap
true
meth.
story. I was there.
That's racial profile.
Me and Jen
I'm
were
shocked.
me and Jen were dating, right? And so we're there. We're living at Dutree's Trailer Park. I go to the Kent's, the store, the grocery store,
right.
and I walk in. That's when they had videotapes, and I'm like, "Hey, I need to rent a video from my aunt's account." And they're like, "Who's your aunt?" Such and such. I don't know. My aunt might not want me to say the story. Such and such, Lewis, and she's like, "So you like a ranch hand?" But you work there.
Really?
I swear. And I said, "No, I'm dating their niece actually." And I'm like, "Okay, let me call them and find
Jesus.
out." Well, because they'd never seen me before, and I get that. I'm like, "Look, man,
I don't.
I just want to watch Dirty Dancing."
We've never seen a black guy with cowboy boots before.
Okay, they were not cowboy boots. They were church shoes. So fuck you. And I was drinking beer, not kava back then, so I was totally fine. Yeah. But yeah, but I lived there, and then it just nothing happened. They're just like, it's just a darker shade dude. Like, you know what? For a brown guy, you have a lot of white tendencies. It's crazy.
Ever since I did dreads, everybody thinks I'm Polynesian.
Man, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, and you're Spanish. I was just thinking about it. You're Spanish, right?
You're Spanish?
Guys.
You have the same accent as people from Tonga. That's crazy.
Really?
he was born. When
I
did you
got the
come
rocks
here?
tattoos on me. I'm just kidding.
When did you come here? When you were 18?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From where?
Mexico? Oh,
Spain.
In Mexico.
So what? Why is there a difference between Mexican Spanish and Spanish? Like there's a rift. Like some people, I hear people who are from Spain say to people from Mexico, "Hey, your Spanish is."
Spain has this thing where so for us in Spanish, for example, the S, the Z, and sometimes the Z, they make the same sound. They make the S sound. What Spain does, every time they say the Z and the C, they say like this, like kind of like 1,000. So they go like head, for example, is called cabeza, and that's with a Z. They say cabeza.
Cabeza. Ooh.
Yeah.
So like Target and Target. You guys would be the Target.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me, because you said something about being Spanish in our text messages, and I don't know. I don't know what people are.
Because
I don't know. I don't know how to say the right thing.
No,
I'm
because
just a dick.
I said, oh, it's you didn't get it on because I was like,
Obviously, I
think
didn't.
I think we're getting in an awkward position here. No, I think I said, is Buddha bringing kava?
Yeah.
And you said, well, yeah, we're not disrespectful. We'll bring something. And I said, if you ever, but I said, if you ever come to my party being
Spanish,
being Latin, he knows you don't have to bring anything.
That's awesome.
I mean,
did you say Latin or Spanish? Anyways, point is, I don't know where people are from.
Right.
yeah.
living La Vida Loca.
You know what though? It hear me out, okay?
Go.
This might sound racist.
You can't be racist.
Well,
you're not
you're-
white.
Yeah, you're Latino.
yeah,
You
dude,
can
you
do it.
tells me all
You
the
notice
time.
this side's quiet right now.
No,
This is
but
called
you be
brown
quiet.
privilege.
But you know, but you know how people like if the people who know, for example, if I go, oh, this Chinese guy, and they're like, it's actually Japanese. I'm like, okay, I understand your point, but if I line up 10 Latin people, one from Mexico, one from El Salvador, one from and I tell you what are they, you're gonna say Mexicans. Am I right? So I don't know how to say, oh, that one's Japanese and that one is, you know what I mean?
We can't tell them apart because we haven't been around enough
Exactly.
Chinese people
Right.
or
Exactly.
Japanese people to distinguish the difference.
Yeah.
Like for example, I know a lot of like my wife, she's from Buffalo, New York, white girl from Buffalo, New York. She always says she can't tell Samoans and Tongans apart. I can. I just can. I don't know. I guess that's my superhero power. Shit. What a waste of. Can I get another power?
I feel like Tongans always feel meaner,
Feel meaner?
scarier.
Hey, I'm not with this guy right now, guys. Just so you know, that's his own personal opinion. You guys are lovely people. You're lovely people.
Big Polynesian people. Dude, I don't, yeah. I'll tell you, as a broadcaster, we just try not to talk about these kind of things.
Right, right.
We're just like, nope, what? I don't know. Dude, it's hard. Well,
The only thing we don't talk about here is politics. We
stay out of that
never
shit.
go there ever.
well, to that point, I can't tell how old people are anymore. Like anyone.
Yeah.
I felt like right up till I turned 30, I was like, oh, she's too young. She's too old.
Yeah.
This guy, I got to beat on what this guy is. But like after I turned about 30, mid 30s,
How old do you think I am?
early 30s.
He looks all serious. He's all.
I'm trying. I don't know. My
30.
eyesight's not great.
I'm gonna say 30. I'm gonna say 33.
Wow, dude. That's the second time I hear that. I'm
Good job.
38.
Good for you.
Buddy, you're aging like a fine wine. Look at that. Well, and the dreads make you seem younger. Yeah.
Well, it's
Hip.
this is covering the ball spot.
You and LeBron. It's crazy.
Yeah. Did you see that video? The guy's all, hey,
Yo, hey.
yo, what about that Jazz game?
Oh, man.
That sucks. But dude, you know what? So you guys are obviously from here. And you grew up here your whole
I've been
life.
here 20 years.
I grew up here.
Yeah. So
I'm
you know
used
that's
to
what
it.
the Jazz do to us.
Yep, I'm used to it.
Dude, I was alive. Dude, I was first working in radio at Hot 94.9 back in the day when the fucking Bulls were coming to town.
right.
And I remember we had a block party all like we had gotten the permits, we had the metal fencing up, we had a DJ up, we were ready for the championship party break, and I still remember fucking just sitting in that empty parking lot
Damn.
after they lost the game.
That's
I feel like Donovan's lane on the court was a little dramatic.
Yeah, see,
you know, it's a little bit
I was
much, like a little bit of a temper tantrum, and then Murray, who obviously just mind fucked you,
Right.
comes over, and that's when he pops up.
Yo, Gobert was on point.
Yeah, bro. Well,
now,
Gobert's-
as real Jazz fans, let me ask you guys this: were you happy that Conley took the last shot, or would you have rather get the two and the foul?
I think if you go for it, I mean, in your head, you gotta.
You know what? You put yourself in that situation to be right there. So how many opportunities do you have? You've got 5 guys on the court. So he was open, right? Why not? I mean,
Shooter's got to shoot, bro.
Exactly.
Shooter's got to shoot.
So
I like Conley.
What do you think?
I do too.
No, I like
Yeah.
Conley. I just saw. I've coached basketball. I'm always looking for the easy shot, right? I don't know if Conley was hot, and why he got the green light, but I saw another dude under there that could have gotten the dump, go for 2, tie the game, at least get a foul, and then win it, and then try to win it with 1 free throw with time ending.
Well, and speaking of that, speaking of that game and like fucking F-bombs getting out on the radio.
Oh, isn't
Yeah.
that great?
No, well, but dude, something happened in that game that like that's live broadcasting. That's exactly what I was talking about because the dudes were like for the win. And it wasn't for the win. It absolutely was not for the win. The score was 78-80. It wasn't a 3-pointer. And then like that was a perfect example of that
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for the win, but it's not.
That's why he fucked
Yeah.
it up.
No.
Because Conley was up. He just for the win. Wait, it's a 3. Damn it!
But dude, I love going to the games. My buddy had season tickets before the Rona, so I went to a bunch of games. Dude, I love the Jazz. I haven't been to a Real soccer game, but I love the Jazz.
Oh,
Right.
I've been to one.
I'm a soccer
I
fan.
will never go back again.
Soccer?
Yeah, it's
What?
not the game. It's my son Kingsley,
Yeah.
huge fan. So we're there, and everybody's standing up. I'm like, well, why the fuck everybody standing up? Shit, I paid for the seat, so I sit down. My son, Dad, you gotta get up. We gotta get up before the first goal. You can't sit down before the first goal is kicked because
Is that
it's
a
bad
thing?
luck.
I didn't.
In
I
our
didn't know
I
that.
think it all depends.
In
where
our
you're
section,
standing.
everybody was standing, and it was like
If
my
you go by-
son's talking to me.
If you go by the drums, you have to stand.
Yeah.
And
well,
it's gonna
that's
g-
where we were. We were. Yeah. So my son's talking to me, and now everybody's turning like, yeah, don't you know the rules? I'm like, look, man, I paid for the seat. Fuck you guys. I don't give a shit. I paid for the seat. I'm gonna sit down, and my son was like,
You're embarrassing
You're making me look bad,
You're
Dad.
embarrassing me,
Come
Dad.
on. I'm like, fuck, man. All right.
I went to a game one time with my wife, and one of the icons and legends from Mexico has started to play for Chicago Fire.
Fire.
And they came here. He scored beautifully from a standing ball. He just came over the top of the people and just like straight in the corner from Chicago, right? Beautiful. Inside, Angel, I was like, fuck yeah.
Go
But
Mexico.
But my wife, the only person, yes! And I'm like, God damn it, we're going to get stabbed in the kidney right here. I'm like, she just doesn't care. She's like, I love him. It's like, yeah, but it's on the other team.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care.
We're in the middle of red. We're not even Chris.
Is it pretty intense at the
yeah.
Real games? Are there fights that break out? Do people fight?
I haven't witnessed any scene
Dude,
when
they're
I
just
go.
so
but
happy.
I've only been to like 3 games though.
No,
four games.
the fans, they look like they're rowdy, but they're all just, they haven't fought the other teams like, in Europe and Spain. No, they haven't gone like that.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen one, they're just too drunk. They're just drinking and
Good.
Yeah.
Do you ever think that the soccer will be as big here? Because this is like the only place that it's not.
I mean, if they stop having,
first of all, they call it soccer, which
You mean in America?
yeah.
what I was going to say is that
everywhere else
sports,
is
on
huge.
apparent sports,
It's probably, think about it, it's probably the biggest sport
Growing.
worldwide.
I will say,
Yes.
okay, soccer in America will become more popular than baseball, but not football.
Right. I agree.
yeah.
Because
I agree.
baseball's in decline, bro.
But if you think about it, what's another sport that has
a lot of minorities.
no? Well, we covered that one. No, but what's another sport that gets to play like every 4 years? You get the World Cup, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Rugby has the same thing.
The Olympics.
But do you play when it comes to a sport like football, baseball? Do you get to play countries? You don't, right?
It's a Western. Well, Japanese baseball is big in Japan.
yeah.
Football, they have it in Canada. They have it in they're in New Zealand. New Zealand has a football league, but it's it's not a professional league.
Yeah.
Semi-pro. But there are guys out there trying to learn the sport.
I just don't think it's as fun to watch
Soccer?
is football. Yeah,
I agree.
I don't, and I've tried several times.
And that's just a personal opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying. Hey, well, yeah. It's just to me. I'm like, okay.
But
fuck
so
it,
you
please.
never even been to a game?
No. I've been to like little league soccer games, but no, it's just
Those
no,
are
it's-
intense. The parents.
It's not enough.
That's like the only. That's like one thing that I wish I had a kid that did soccer, because I did it when I was in kindergarten.
Do you have kids?
No,
Well, you
Snap one of those fuckers out, bro.
You need one of those first.
I'm cut.
You're cut. Oh, they can always reattach it.
Yeah, but they gotta put me under the.
Did you get cut before you had kids? Wow. Have you guys discussed this massive life decision on your podcast?
So my wife has 3 kids.
Okay.
They're older. I mean, the youngest one is 19. And I don't know. I just decided, like, you know what? I don't.
Can I be real right here?
Yeah.
Dude,
He hates
It's your
kids.
show.
I don't hate.
He hates kids.
it's your fucking podcast, yeah.
He fucking hates
You hate
kids.
kids?
He hates kids. I have little girls. He
No,
fucking hates
They
kids.
hate me, motherfucker. I go to his house and it's like, "What's up, guys?" They're like, "And this is the fucking brown guy again." Fucking get the fuck out of here.
You're not that brown. I'm just saying. You're not that brown.
So you're 33.
38.
38.
You're okay, 38. See, wow.
How old are you, boo?
I turned 50 this year, man.
Oh, congratulations.
In June.
Congratulations.
Turned
You look
50.
good.
Stress, man. Stress the
Stress
fuck
make you look
out.
good.
I feel like that was a sincere you look good.
And I'm being serious.
Yeah.
No, I feel like I'm stressed out all the time. I don't think I'm eating the way I'm supposed to, so I can't really credit my diet.
Well, you're not eating meat anymore.
I'm not eating meat, so fuck
You
that.
do have that nice skin.
Is
You
it
do have
glowing?
You're Buddha with the good skin.
Is it glowing?
It is. It is.
How old are
Starting to
you,
kick in.
DB?
I'm 42. 42.
See, my wife is older than you.
Yeah. How old's your wife?
She'll be 40.
Don't say it.
Why
Totally
not?
say it.
She'll be 43 next month.
He's getting in trouble.
She loves to tell people how old she is. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. See, stepkids. You guys should talk about stepkids. You guys should get a counselor in here. Talk about stepkids.
What do you mean?
Well, dude, stepkid. I would never want to fucking deal with stepkids.
I don't. They're out of the house.
It's
Yeah,
over.
but don't you have to see them
No,
sometimes?
I did. No, I did.
Okay, let me ask you this.
You gotta understand.
Hold on. I'm hijacking this section. Just let me ask you this. Could one of your stepsons kick your ass? Be honest.
Okay.
This is gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
So. this is going down a dark road right now.
Oh. It already happened?
No, listen. I want to destroy your guys' career right now.
No. Oh God, don't please. There's so little of it left.
We're sorry.
So the oldest one, it's she's 22, 23, I think.
And she beat you up?
Female, so I can beat her up, no problem.
What the?
And the other 2 have muscular dystrophy, so
Well,
they're
there
in a
you go.
wheelchair.
Oh, sorry.
That's DB. Get a hold of him on Instagram and Facebook.
So what you're saying is you could totally take them.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can tackle him, no problem.
It's easy to beat up people that can't stand up.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what's fun? I've said so many stories here. Caleb, the only son, we celebrated Christmas one time downstairs. So he obviously left the chair upstairs, and then he, used.
Are they in chairs? Because
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
So
yeah.
he used his bum to go downstairs, and there's carpet downstairs, so we're all chilling and everything. And then all of a sudden, like a couple hours go by, and I can see him. He started heading towards the stairs, and I just went, "You want me to bring your chair here, Caleb? Is that something you want?" And he looked at me and he goes, "Nah, it's okay, Angel. I'll walk and go get it." And then he looked at me like, "Really?" And I'm like, "God damn it! I'm such a shitty dad."
I don't know. He could have been going up to go take a shit.
But
I don't-
it's the.
You ever seen a dog run its ass on the carpet? Sometimes you got to itch.
the sense of humor that all 3 of them have, I go and I go, Jesus, did you just fucking say that to your? It's just fucking, it's funny. It's
Sounds like you need to bring them on the show.
I thought about it, but I'm like, oh.
Well, I apologize.
No, it's
if
cool.
that-
No, it's
you
all right.
got weird.
Yeah,
It got weird. Yeah.
We don't know
It's all
about
good.
kids. Yeah.
Because I know guys that marry chicks that have kids that could kick their ass. And I'm like, bro, you're not the man in your own fucking house.
You got it fucked up.
No.
She's letting you fuck his mom. Or he's letting you fuck.
Oh, shit.
It's weird.
You come out of the bedroom and there's a man sitting in the kitchen,
Arms folded,
eating cereal, and you just were throwing it to his mom, and it's a man
washing your hands. Fact.
Yeah, you throw your head back. You're like, oh fuck it, oh Jesus, that was a. Woo.
Want some orange juice?
Your mom is a fucking wild one. All right, okay,
Really?
Yeah.
What are those papers you pulled out earlier? I thought you were going to serve me court or something.
No, I was checking to see if we covered all the things that I wanted to cover. On the,
Like what?
You came prepared. How great is that?
Of course I'm doing. I'm a fucking
He's a
professional. Okay, so let's say we covered the dick pics. Hold on. Here's my paper. Okay, hold on. Behind the Beehive. But we did. Okay. So
Behind the Beehive.
I see it. Dick pic.
No, the other side. Yeah, I wrote it wrong. Pardon me. Well, I heard of this other
He's
behind
such
the.
a fan,
But if you guys know where the studio is located at, it may as well be behind the Beehive.
No. So I was wondering here, have either of you ever touched another man's penis?
So it's funny you say that.
Hold on.
And I'll,
Go on.
So I'll ask this question to you guys, and then we'll answer ours. During this podcasting, you obviously get to know each other pretty well, right?
yeah, that's
Through this. Have you ever learned anything about yourself
A little
between
less.
the two doing the podcast that you basically didn't know about each other or know about yourself at the same time?
I know Buddha left his wife in the car for 4 hours while he partied with Snoop Dogg.
True story.
You party with Snoop Dogg?
Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. I don't know if we can tell that story here.
But
Can we tell that story here?
no journeys
You
of
can tell whatever you want.
self-discovery.
Right.
No, not for me, really.
So on this podcast, talking, it was in our earlier episodes. We found out that both of us were molested as children.
Get the fuck out of
Right,
here.
so-
oh my goodness.
So, but it
God,
wasn't.
you guys are just killing all the good jokes.
So
Take the
no,
Jeffrey
'cause this is
Epstein, take the
funny.
Jeffrey
This is
Epstein one
funny.
off. Yeah, take that one off. Yeah, don't use that one. Damn it. Shit. That was a good one, but now that they brought it up,
Yeah, I wasn't going to get to molested until 7.
Fuck.
It's way down there.
So my side of the story is, no, because I didn't even touch another man's dick. So I had a
So
neighbor.
if you were molested, he was touching
I
yours.
had a neighbor a couple of years older than me, and I was a child at the time, and he's like, "You like baseball cards?" Fuck yes, I love baseball cards.
my gosh.
I'm fucking 7 years old. Of course I love baseball cards. Are you shitting me? What do you got? He's like, "Come on in," and he was just like, basically told me, he's like, "I'll suck your dick
Oh,
and give you these baseball cards." Now, does that sound like a fucking bargain to you? A dick suck and
Wow.
and baseball cards as a kid?
was the
Great,
gum inside
right?
the card
wait.
still?
How did you guys not know that this had happened to you?
Well-
and you did you guys? You
Well, because I
both-
was 6 months old. I'm just kidding.
No, but I mean, to your point of the self discovery.
Oh,
through,
yeah.
Through
know-
hours and hours of tedious soul searching.
Stuff that you stuff down as a child because you don't know when you're
Okay.
that age. I had no idea what it was. And the kid was not much older than me. But through all that talking, I got thinking about, God, what kind of life was that kid living?
So how many cars did you get?
I got the whole bucket full. I remember it was a green, like almost an Easter basket full of, and I wish I still had them, for God's sakes.
They might be
Could you
worth some money.
imagine?
I don't think they got the joke.
No, I got it. I got it. It's sad. It's funny, but sad. I'm just.
This is the first time doing the podcast. I gotta take a fucking massive piss.
Have I touched another man? No, I haven't. Have you?
No, and if you get you got the
I'm not gonna lie.
You got the upside
have?
of that situation.
Right. That's how I looked at it.
I didn't
played-
ask you. You don't have
Oh,
to.
okay. I don't. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Well, I was a urologist back home, so I'm just kidding.
Practicing urologist.
You're right.
Unlicensed.
I'm Mexican.
An
You're right.
unlicensed
Wait, you
urologist.
think we don't
Okay,
have
hold on.
those?
Let's move down the list.
You don't want me to tell my story about how I got molested? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
No,
This
no,
is
no.
a good one too.
No, it's
It's a good one. Hey, this is a good molestation
It's a good
story.
one. Hold on.
Yeah,
This
I
is
want to
the-
hear it.
It's a
This
good one
is-
because I went all the way.
This is the fucking Christopher Nolan of molestation
molestation
stories.
stories.
With, hold on. surprise ending. There's a twist. There's a twist.
He had nice Shyamalan on this motherfucker.
Twist. Turns
Go
out
ahead.
he was dead the whole time.
I had God damn it, I missed it. I missed it.
No, go on. You were saying about how you were molested?
Sorry.
It happened a couple of times to me with two different guys.
Just tell the good one. Just tell the good story.
The best one.
There was a guy. Oh, okay, I'll say it fast. There was a guy. I used
Don't
to
rush through it.
I used to walk from my school to the bus stop. It was a few blocks away. On my way there was a park on the side of the road,
There it always is.
and I was walking to get the bus, and this guy came to me and he goes, "Hey, do you know so and so from your school?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "Oh, I've been trying to get a hold of him because he wanted to get a job with me." And I was like, "Well, I don't know him." And he goes, "You want to get a job?" And I'm like, "No, I think I'm good." And then he started telling me that my job would have been to fuck all the rich people in my hometown, because you have like the last names that they're filthy, like the Buddhas, the DBs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so he started mentioning all these names,
Like the rich people?
Yeah.
I'm wearing a free t-shirt right now.
As you can see, these are Fox headphones. I got them from the station. So
Go on.
No, but so he was like, "Oh yeah, come over here," and then he took me to the park because I was like, "Yeah, I'll fuck for money," because you're
you're a kid, you
I
want
was
money.
14, 15,
Yeah.
Oh, so
16.
you thought you were really going to go have sex
Yeah.
with rich people
But-
for money?
Oh, but you know what? The thing that he said that I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, I'm in," because he said, "If you don't want to do it, it's fine. You can bring friends to do it, and you get paid."
Oh my
And
gosh.
Obviously, they
This
get to.
guy was good.
he's
Huh?
a pimp.
He's like,
Epstein model.
obviously,
Yeah.
obviously,
It
they,
is.
obviously, they get to hook up with the with the hot bitches, but then you get the money, and I was like, I'm fucking sold.
Done.
And then all of a sudden, he was like, "I need to see your dick."
You're like, well, that is
And I was
story
like,
checks out.
That's a testimony, right? It's an interview.
I'm just kidding.
Of course.
No, and then and so long story short, he wanted me to get hard, and obviously he was like in a park, and it's all
Oh my
dark and
gosh.
shit. And 14 years old, you don't have a phone, so you have anything? He's like, no, and I'm like, well, fuck, and I'm all.
Oh my
And it
gosh.
just never worked. So he was like, "Can I help you?" And he grabbed me.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I think I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Oh," because he also said, "If you show it to me hard, I'll pay you." Yeah,
You're like, well,
this guy had the whole.
That's a lot of
fucking-
pressure.
Yeah, he had
This
the
is
whole.
my first day in the industry.
Yeah. So,
I didn't even give you a resume. Just a
Yeah.
No
fucking
fluffer.
show.
So-
you ain't got no fluffer for me. Shit.
so then he said, "Oh, okay. You know what? I'll just pay you for your, whatever.
For your time."
And I was like, okay. So he walks me to, we're walking, and then he says, he gets to a car, opens the door, and he goes, "Let's go." And I said, "Where are we going?" He goes, "Well, we're going to go to the bank." I'm like, I'm done. I'm like, I think you just give me the money
Why?
later.
Because
if
you
I
want to make
see
a deposit?
And then later on, a couple of years later,
5 minutes later.
like later on, like months or a year or whatever, I saw him in the bus, and he saw me, and he's like, "Oh fuck."
And he's like, oh, great. There's the kid who couldn't get hard. Were you
And
embarrassed?
I was like, "Where's my money, bitch?"
He's like, He's like, we don't pay people that can't perform.
You didn't get hard, pussy.
Limp dick,
But
motherfucker.
anyway, next question.
Okay, what's the hardest drug you've ever done? Both of you. What's the most hardcore
Probably
drug?
weed for me.
Okay, you?
I had fun in the 90s.
Good for you.
Yeah, I had fun in the 90s.
So,
um,
cocaine?
I've done cocaine before.
Okay.
I did a lot of ecstasy and ketamine.
Oh,
way
yeah.
back in the day.
Christ.
I've never done the heroin. I never
Yeah.
did meth.
I think I accidentally did meth one. It was an accident.
I smoked a lot of weed back then. I ate a lot of mushrooms.
I never was down with ecstasy. I felt like ecstasy was exactly the opposite of the way they sold it. They're like, everything's going to be so interesting and great. And
Vivid.
When people touch you, it'll just feel amazing. And then you take it, and all the people talk to you like, dude, back the fuck up.
I had a great time.
Oh, yeah?
I had a great time.
I gotta take a piss.
Go on, bro.
We'll continue. Yeah. So that's about where I went.
Okay. Well, but there's only one question yet. We'll wait.
We'll wait till the cover piss comes back.
Angel.
Angel, Mr. Good molestation story. That was crazy, man.
It's pretty
that
crazy.
is a crazy story.
And we my mom listens to the podcast, and she was like, calls me as soon as we released it. What in the fuck happened? I was like, yeah, it was just, it didn't last very long. It was very uncomfortable, and I knew it wasn't right. So I was like, yeah, enough of this. I'll take my cards and fucking walk off. But
that kid on kid, that's super common, bro.
Right.
Especially when
6-7 years old.
Back in the day, like, because what did you say? How old?
39.
Yeah, so we're relatively close in it. How many stand-up comedians? What was it? It's Theo Vaughn. It was just like everybody got molested.
It was like everybody's doing it. Try it. It's hot. But can you credit, or now that you know that it happened, you realize it, right? Is there some things in your life that you're like, that's why that is, or that's why that is because I had that experience and it affected the way I think?
No, because I don't think it affected me that way, because it wasn't like I was molested by an adult.
Do you still like BJs?
I love BJs. Are you kidding me? Absolutely. Do I get them because I'm married? Absolutely not. That went out the window the day she said I do. Shout out to my wife.
You're too nice to her, bro.
Yeah, something like that. But I take care of her all the time.
No way.
I love doing that.
What?
I love doing that.
No, bro, you need to stop. You need to
ration. You need to ration it out, man.
Hold off, and then it'll interchange, right?
Hopefully.
Dude, no way. So it's all one-sided right now?
Not necessarily all the time, but
it's like 95.5. That's exactly what I'm getting over there. Yeah.
No, because I enjoy doing that. I really do it.
Stop it. There's no one's here. Stop it. No, who are you trying to impress?
No, don't.
Stop it.
I know what he's doing. He's setting up future just in case. Yeah. I heard on your podcast you like to do it.
No, bro. You got to cut her out.
Okay, I'll let her know.
Until it's reciprocated. Yeah.
So on the way to California, I'm like, these guys told me I should probably stop eating you out. I'm
give her blowjobs
on
the way to California? Roadie. Come on.
Toss her salad. Is that what you're saying?
No. She
babe, I'm
takes
falling
care
asleep.
of you.
Yeah, babe, I'm falling asleep at the wheel.
How'd it go, Angel?
Wake me up. Wake me up.
It was a lot longer than I thought. Anybody needs a drink?
I'm good.
You need to stop drinking.
No, he's fine.
Justin?
I'll have one more of that. I got to fucking...
I only got one question.
Yeah.
Make your wife drive.
She will.
Can't she drive?
He can't make her do anything. Have you not been listening? He can't make her do anything.
Anything else?
No. Not when I drink kava.
I'm good. Yeah. Okay. Last question of the DB list here. Have either of you ever been convicted of a crime?
No.
Why did you say that off mic?
I haven't. But there's a funny story coming your way.
Oh.
I have one thing I've ever been convicted of. I rented a house when I was 18 years old. I moved out, rented a house. It was time to exit the house, right? So as you call everybody, hey, I need to shut the water off. I need to shut the electricity off. I'm moving the house, whatever, clean up. We had a big party the night before.
Oh, my God.
Trash the house, just shit everywhere, right? The next morning, I wake up and I turn the faucet on. The water's off. Well, they shut the water off on a Sunday morning, which blew my mind. I figured it'd come out on Monday. So I walked outside because there was a shit in the toilet that somebody didn't flush the night before. I walked outside and turned the water on in the valve outside with just a wrench, cleaned the house. The next day, the cops came knocking on my door. What? Hey, did you turn the water on? Says, yeah, I had to clean the house real quick, but I shut it back off. That's called theft of services, bud.
Ooh. No way. Get the fuck out of here. What city?
Syracuse, where I grew up.
Syracuse, New York?
Syracuse, Utah.
Well, I don't know.
No,
Dude, I don't
the
think,
shitty one.
Hey, no, I'm not. Hey, look, I'm a Salt Lake County guy. I don't think about Davis. I don't think about Utah. That is the most chicken shit, bullshit thing to ever be.
What was chicken shit is the girl
is that where you got all those tats when you were in prison for that?
That's crazy.
What did they give someone for that? 5 years?
$40. $40, and that's
so
it.
you got convicted. So, okay.
Does that go
pay a fine?
record?
That's what I was going to ask.
You know what? I thought because it's a misdemeanor, and I worked for a construction company back in the day when the Olympics came, right? And we were doing the guardrails delivery for all the Olympic events up at Snow Basin, downtown, or whatever. You have to do a background check. I got popped because of that theft of service, and
Get
it was
the fuck out of here. That's so dumb.
It was basically like a speeding ticket, misdemeanor, and they wouldn't let me work the Olympics because of it.
Speaking of the Olympics, do both you guys ski or snowboard?
I wish I did though. I tried snowboard once and I never
Can't do it just once. You got to do it more.
I know.
You got to do it more. What about you? Do you ski?
Are you
Growing
gonna
up-
show me? Because you
I taught him.
Oh, he's
I'll
a
teach
great
you.
instructor.
for sure.
Growing up here,
I'll do it.
growing up here, we used to slough school
Oh yeah.
and go up to
That's another
Powder
funny
Mountain
story.
because they had the night skiing.
Oh, he a real one. He a real one.
Night boarding.
I love it up there. Yeah.
So we would go up there all the time. And when I was 26, I had a bad accident snowboarding.
Okay.
I had a compound fracture
Damn.
out my arm. And
Sorry, we're
I'll
saying
be
damn
honest
to a
with you,
scar.
after 2 surgeries, staph infection, all of that shit,
you haven't been back.
it turned me off.
Yeah,
I
it's scary.
went back, and it wasn't the same. It fucked me
Did
up
you
in
have
my
that
head.
panic
Oh yeah,
the whole time?
Oh, yeah,
The whole
It
time?
was so bad because when it happened, I tried to pick myself up, and my arm went, and I looked around,
jacket's filling up
not
with
a
blood.
fucking soul in sight.
So compound, it came through.
Yeah, it came through. Not a soul in sight.
That's
and
awesome.
so I had to grab my arm, crunch down on my board, and get down to the bottom of the hill
Brutal.
before I was able to flag somebody down and have
Tell them what Rick said
ski
again.
patrol.
Did you get a blowjob for that?
Listen to this.
This is the fucked up part. The guy I went skiing with, he said, "Hey, hey man, I got fucked up. We need to go now because they're saying here at the shack they can't do nothing for
One
me."
more run, bro. One more run.
No, here you go. He's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, we gotta go, man. My bone's sticking on my fucking arm." All right, so we get in the car. We get all
Where
the way.
did this happen? They didn't call an ambulance for you?
They would not call it. Well, I told him.
What resort?
Okay,
Call
so-
them out.
So,
Say it.
no,
Say
there's
it.
a story to it, right? So I didn't have insurance. So I was
So
like,
they don't give a
I
fuck.
I don't have
Like,
insurance.
go die in the gutter, asshole.
They're all, "Do you want me to call an ambulance?" And the first thing in my mind was, I can't fucking afford an ambulance. He's like, "Well, you're not bleeding that bad.
Wow.
Do you want to
Wow.
just go and get to the
You're
hospital?"
kind of ruining our snow over here.
Yeah.
You want to go on
So-
the asphalt?
You're
So-
getting blood on the snow.
They took a cardboard box and wrapped it up,
Get the
and then just wrapped it in tape.
They're like,
and
that's all we could do for 10 bucks.
Yeah. He's all, "Well, see you later." So
Give us 100 ready
we
pizza
get
bucks.
outside of the canyon, and the guy that I was riding with, he's like, "Man, I'm kind of hungry right now, man. Mind if I stop and get a couple burritos from Taco Bell?"
That's awesome.
This
What a good
motherfucker
friend.
pulls in the drive-through to Taco Bell and starts ordering fucking bean burritos or whatever the hell he was getting. I looked over to the window as I'm in excruciating pain. There's a First Med Instacare right there next to us. So I fucking just walked into the Instacare. They told me they couldn't help me. I had to get a fucking ride, and yeah, it was just a whole ordeal.
That's
I spent-
brutal, dude.
Yeah, so ever
Are you
since
still
then I've
friends
never
with
back.
Burrito Guy?
Yeah, I am. He's been on the podcast before.
What was his defense?
He was
hungry.
Now,
it.
I'll be honest with you. We were in the trees doing some extracurricular activities.
You guys were burning?
Yeah, and so he had the munchies. So I mean, I get it. I've been there before.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
Word up.
Whatever. What a friend. But you're still friends to this day, so that's something.
yeah, we're boys.
Shit.
Do you guys have a plan for the future for your guys' podcast, or
Well,
you guys
Joe
taking-
Rogan.
You guys taking over video, maybe?
Joe Rogan swooped up that Spotify deal we were
Can you
hoping
believe
for.
that? Can you believe that?
Have you seen the pictures of his studio?
The Texas thing? Yeah, I have.
It's a game changer right there. Holy shit.
Well, he could have done it anywhere, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, he's Joe Rogan. He's been killing it forever.
Right.
So that's just more accolades for him and more props to him that they
Right.
recognize.
By the way,
his
I just
skill.
now that I just went to pee, because usually he's the one who goes to pee and I have to wait. Do you see the episode that he did with Post Malone? They both go pee, and I'm like, well, they're not both gonna go pee. Oh no, they both went, and there's like 2.5 minutes of pure silence, and here I am like,
What the fuck are they?
What the
Did he
fuck?
just leave the 2 minutes
they
in?
both,
Yeah.
they both. Okay, Post Malone's like, I gotta go pee. He's like, yeah, let's go pee. They were baked in shrooms
They were
and
on
weed
mushrooms.
The
and
hell?
beer.
That's awesome.
So they were like,
You
yeah,
guys
dude,
should take mushrooms and do a podcast.
No.
Prove it.
No.
Prove it.
I'm too
Y'all ain't
scared to
down.
do that shit now. Yeah, the game's changed. When I was a kid, there was nothing to worry about. Now I have a house, I have a job, I have a family, I've got kids.
You'll be
no,
fine.
No,
Mushrooms
no
are
way.
good.
Yeah.
Mushroom,
They're from the
let's
earth.
not start doing rails in here. But mushrooms are fine.
They're natural.
Dude, our plan is to just keep doing it. Our
Yeah.
plan is to keep doing it, and we got some things that could probably help it out. coming down the pipe that
Nice.
we don't want to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. No, absolutely.
But just the plan is to keep doing it and to hopefully someday have someone listen to it.
Nice. Well, we enjoy
Besides
it.
our mothers.
I listen every week, man. I'm like,
Well, I appreciate
enjoy
that.
the shit out of it.
I enjoy
We
it.
just wanted to have a little. I think that's the cool thing about podcasts. Everybody gets a say now.
See,
everybody gets a say now.
That's exactly so. So
I
him
wanna
and
be-
so him and I have been working on this pot community, and we hashtag it on Instagram. It's always pot community, and it's us. Dre is in there. Shout out to Dre, and also a couple of other podcasts that are tagging along, and it's all about us being a group and helping each other out.
Sure.
And we've been telling everybody. We told Keith a couple of days, if you have anything to say, anything, just come to the studio. Let's bullshit for a minute and then talk about it. And the invitation.
now that
is,
you see that the
and then-
studio's clean, Keith,
Yeah.
and it's worthy.
and we did it. We did the same for. We asked the same to Becca and everybody that comes here and that has a podcast. We're like, just let us know you got promotion going on, or like you giving something away. It was just come to the podcast
fun,
and let's
dude.
just talk about it. And the invitation is open for you guys to come and hang out.
Thank you.
Come and hang out. Well, I know you guys are like big leagues,
No.
But I do appreciate the fact that you guys came though, because I know that you're not a video guy.
Yeah. Well, no, dude. We wanted to come.
we really-
my mom was a drama teacher. I do what I do for a living.
Yeah.
I support performing arts. This, comedy,
right.
theater. This is fun. It's
I
fun.
appreciate
People
it.
should be creative.
Yeah.
I bet that there are people that listen to this podcast that have a little idea of something that
Yeah.
they want to do.
Yeah.
And they're like, and they listen to the other side of the podcast, and maybe they think everybody should do it.
It's like an inspiration.
Well, I already said it wrong once. I didn't want to say it wrong again. Everybody should.
You said it wrong again.
The other side of the. Did I say the other side of the podcast? That works.
okay.
Whatever.
It's okay.
The
Where
other
did you
side
put
of the.
that
Yeah.
soda?
So, dude, there are people that are listening that
Yeah.
should do something creative. Everybody should have something.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Have fun.
And that's so we can't thank you guys enough to come over here and hang out with us. And
No problem,
we don't,
man.
We don't have to leave. He has to go. We can stay and hang out as long
My
as you guys want.
my wife is making some shrimp and rice, and I'm gonna
yeah.
bid you gentlemen farewell.
No, we appreciate you
Thank
coming,
you.
man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you
it.
so much. And we already got your man crushes, right?
Yes.
You said who?
Well, I said The Rock, but I like them all.
Hey, we gotta. So make sure to watch Big Budah every day on
Yeah, that's
Fox
right. Do your
13.
thing.
Fox 13, and listen to us here in Salt Lake City on Rock 106.7 every day
Right.
in the morning. As soon as you're done re-listening to the other side of the
Beehive.
Beehive,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
Turn
How
it
you
on.
feeling on the cover? How you feeling on the cover?
I'm good. I'm
Mellow.
I feel a buzz, but I'm good.
But it's a mellow. But you get your mind is clear and
Yeah.
everything's okay. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to feel.
Hell yeah.
thank you guys.
No, we appreciate you.
You want to talk about your kava before we go?
Oh, just purekava.com. These guys are local. They have a warehouse. They source it all the way from the islands, Vanuatu, Fiji, Tonga, Samoa. If you go to their website, www.purekava.com, I have a partnership with them. I don't get paid for it because they're
Yeah.
my family. Thanks, family.
And it will cure Crohn's disease, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Allegedly.
Buddha was here
Allegedly.
saying.
But if you use Big Budah 30, you get 30% off. But that's my family's business. Those are my cousins.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, good for you guys. Seriously,
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
on.
okay, thank you, man.
Congratulations.
You guys are actually helping us out to build a bigger resume.
Oh, I
with all
doubt
this
that.
thing.
People are going to be like, none of those fucking losers.
No, you guys are killing
Who are
it.
those guys? So
Love it.
Right.
But other than that, you got anything else to say, sexy?
I think I'm good, mister.
We want to give a shout out to our sponsor, From Scratch. You guys are going to leave with some From Scratch stuff. We're
yeah.
going to hook you up. We're going to hook you up.
Those Polynesians are ashy and itchy. I could use a scratch anytime. Shit. Sorry, Kava's
Anyway,
kicking in.
thank you guys for hanging out with us. And until next time, take care of yourselves out there. And we will see you on the other side of the Beehive.
Peace.